Right now at 5, the Wisconsin DMV extends a waiver meant to help reduce the ongoing bus driver shortage.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 5.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 5. I'm Ken Kozarowski. It is Bus Driver Appreciation Week, a chance to celebrate the people who carry our most precious cargo. Also this week, the DMV is extending a waiver for some bus driver license requirements. They say it will help address the bus driver shortage. News 8 Now's Emily Haugen joins us in studio to explain. Good evening.
Ken, the Wisconsin DMV's extension takes off the part of the school bus license test that requires test takers to identify what's under the hood. West Salem's transportation director feels that isn't the best route to take. He says understanding the machine is a vital part of the job because school bus drivers are carrying irreplaceable valuables.
I feel like all of my drivers should be able to identify and verify that the bus is in good working order before they leave.
Rick Klein says school districts across the region and the country are short on drivers, but he doesn't think making the test easier is the best solution. He says attracting and keeping drivers on staff starts with respect and the culture. Ken?
All right, thanks very much, Emily. That under the hood waiver for drivers has been extended until November 27th of 2024. We will post more information about that waiver on our website, news8000.com. In the meantime, let's switch it up, talk some weather with Chief Meteorologist Bill Grahl.
Well, as advertised, a soggy Valentine's Day to this point, and that looks to continue as we head into tonight. Now, with that said, temperatures above average, and you can see why. We saw rainfall today and not snowfall. 41 the high in Eau Claire, 43 in Winona, 45 here in La Crosse, 46 in Sparta, and 48 in Boscobel. Again, a wet scene through CityCam. Cloudy skies, periods of rain have been falling since about late morning and into the midday hours. And as you can see, this is all falling in liquid form across the region. Generally light rain where you see those yellows and darker greens, maybe some pockets of moderate rain as the area of low pressure continues to spin to the north and east across the region. In fact, the low itself is right near Omaha, Nebraska, and that will continue to spin towards us over the next 12 hours or so. Current temps 40 in Eau Claire, 43 now in La Crosse, 41 in Viroqua and Winona. Some mid to upper 30s over towards Rochester, Red Wing, and the Twin Cities. So we might see this rain mix with some snow showers late tonight into early tomorrow, primarily north and west. Otherwise windy with overnight lows around 37 degrees. Still tracking a second system for Thursday. I'll have the details on that with my 8-day forecast in just a few minutes.
All right, thanks a lot, Bill. Back on the news side of things, 3 students are dead after a shooting on the Michigan State University campus. It was the 15th mass shooting in the U.S. in February alone. This map here shows how these incidents are rapidly occurring across the country. 10 of these shootings happened just last week. Now, investigators in Michigan are trying to figure out why the gunman opened fire. Chris Laudian reports from East Lansing, Michigan.
Students at Michigan State University painted the words, "How many more?" on a campus landmark following Monday's mass shooting.
It just needs to stop because this shouldn't have happened. It didn't need to happen.
Authorities say the gunman, 43-year-old Anthony McCray, opened fire inside an academic building and student union last night, shooting indiscriminately.
We barricaded the rooms as quietly as we could, shut off every light. So it happened very suddenly.
University police said sophomore Brian Fraser and junior Alexandria Verner were 2 of the 3 students killed.
If this is not a wake-up call to do something, I don't know what is.
Officials say McCray, who had no known ties to the university, took his own life following a 3-hour standoff miles from the campus.
I know everybody wants to know what the motive is. We don't have an answer right now, and that's the honest truth.
According to state prosecutors, the suspect had previously been on probation for possessing a loaded gun. Officials say he also had a history of mental health problems.
As parents, we tell our kids it's going to be okay. We say that all the time. But the truth is, words are not good enough.
An emotional governor asked for prayers for those still fighting for their lives. Chris Ladine, CBS News, East Lansing, Michigan.
Again, there have been 67 mass shootings in the U.S. since the beginning of the year. That is according to the Gun Violence Archive. That's more than 1 per day. It has been 5 years since the shooting at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida. For students in Parkland, today has been a day of remembrance. At 10:17 a.m., the entire district observed a moment of silence to honor and remember the 17 victims of the shooting. And middle schoolers created this display to honor those lives lost. During a candlelit ceremony, the school district superintendent said that no matter how much time passes, the community will never forget that day.
I think the one thing that I want people to remember is that we will never forget, but as a community, we will always remember, and we will have a lasting purpose and commitment to keep our students, our staff, and our community safe.
In November of last year, the suspect responsible for the shooting was sentenced to life in prison. One person is dead after an early morning apartment fire in La Crosse. The fire started shortly after 4:30 this morning. The La Crosse Fire Department was able to put it out quickly but found the dead tenant inside the apartment. Crews say the fire caused moderate fire and smoke damage. It did not spread to surrounding units. La Crosse Fire and police are investigating the cause of the fire. La Crosse police have arrested a Prairie du Chien man after a nearly hour-long standoff Monday night. According to the criminal complaint, 42-year-old Peter Green and a woman were yelling loudly inside a dark SUV at a Quick Trip on Losey Boulevard. Police say they tailed the SUV to a nearby house where an unidentified woman left the car and was headed inside, insisting she was okay. The complaint says Green drove off and other officers stopped him at a nearby church parking lot where Green reportedly refused to exit the car for an hour while shouting at officers and making a phone call to his father, who police say called into the dispatch center. Green is charged with felony bail jumping, obstructing an officer, and disorderly conduct. He appeared in court virtually from La Crosse County Jail, where he took issue with the state calling for a $2,500 cash bond.
I don't have any money, and I'm not going to make my dad's funeral. I'm not going to get to bury my father.
Now, when asked about his father, Green named a man whose obituary does list a Peter Green as a child, but the obituary states that man died February 5th. The judge asked for verification and in the meantime set a $2,500 cash bond. Green has 6 other active cases across 2 counties, including possession of methamphetamine and domestic violence and strangulation. According to the criminal complaint, police believe the woman in the SUV is the same woman the court had ordered him not to have any interaction with. A Wisconsin woman accused of murder and dismemberment tried to attack her own attorney during a competency hearing Tuesday. The attack happened moments after the judge said the trial would be delayed. A deputy quickly wrestled 25-year-old Taylor Schabusiness to the ground before the court was cleared. The attorney told the judge he would be filing a motion to withdraw from the case. Schabusiness is accused of strangling a man to death and sexually abusing him. Authorities say body parts were found in various places in her home. Schabusiness has pleaded not guilty by reason of mental disease or defect. Her trial was pushed back to May 15th. $25 million in federal funding is coming to address PFAS in Wisconsin. Wisconsin Senator Tammy Baldwin announced the funding coming from the 2021 bipartisan infrastructure law, which she voted for. The funds will be available to municipalities as grants through the Environmental Protection Agency. These grants will go toward smaller Wisconsin communities.
This is going to help additional communities, especially those with, in rural areas and smaller areas where it is a significant financial burden to address this, as it is in La Crosse and the town of Campbell.
Senator Baldwin said she's also hopeful about recent research focusing on ways to filter PFAS out of water. Stomach flu is on the uptick in the U.S. It's also called norovirus, and it can easily be spread person to person. For many, it can be described as sudden upset stomach followed by nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea. Mayo Clinic Health System doctors say it's important to stay hydrated even if you have a poor appetite. If you can't keep any water down after 24 hours, you should seek medical help.
If you are able to keep some things down, but your symptoms persist after 48 to 72 hours, it's also a wise idea to seek help from a medical professional.
If you have symptoms of stomach flu, health professionals suggest eating a bland diet, foods like broth and crackers. American Civics is the focus of a new community class series sponsored by Viterbo University. These sessions will be moderated by Sam Shinta, an instructor in servant leadership at Viterbo and associate lecturer in political science at UWL. Classes are being held at the La Crosse County Historical Society's Heritage Center in downtown La Crosse. Tomorrow's kickoff session will focus on U.S. congressional leadership and how Congress operates. We'll post more information on upcoming classes on news8000.com. Still to come on News 8 Now at 5, parents are calling on Congress to protect their children from cyberbullying.
Our locally owned Carpet One has a huge selection of floors.
At prices just as good as those big box stores. But you don't need a talking dog to tell you that.
Well, at least big box stores are good for something.
Race to savings on Patriot Lighting at Menards. Choose from our huge selection of ceiling fans. Our ceiling fans add elegance to any room and reduce energy costs all year round. We carry a great selection of styles and finishes, so you're sure to find the look that's right for you. Right now, get a $10 rebate on all stock Patriot Lighting ceiling fans over $50. See all of our lighting options on Menards.com.
Save big money at Menards.
In the Northland, the future belongs to everyone. So we created the all-time best-selling SUV for everyone, Ford Explorer. With an available 3-liter EcoBoost V6 engine that delivers 400 horsepower in one stylish package. Because the SUV of the future is made for the Northland. Ford Explorer. Drive one today. Now get 0% financing for 36 months on Ford Explorer, Edge, and Escape. Only at your Northland Ford dealers.
Start your children's Christ-centered education with the La Crosse Area Lutheran Schools. From preschool to high school, our educational programs encourage students to use their God-given abilities to their fullest potential. Your child will experience a safe and caring environment to learn, work, and play, all while helping them to achieve and maintain academic excellence. La Crosse Area Lutheran Schools, for faith, values, and learning. For more information, go to lutherhigh.org.
Stop losing money through your old windows.
At Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, we don't only have the style of window you want, we have the type of window you need.
Look at the difference between our windows and our competitors. Our triple pane windows with foam help reduce energy costs, outside noise, and improves condensation resistance. Keep your hard-earned money. Call Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions today. Call now and receive 36% off installation and 36 months interest-free financing.
For a great deal on stain-resistant floors, go to Carpet One. Here to floor you. Carpet One Floor and Home. Save big and get special financing.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
Child advocates, including a mother who lost her son to cyberbullying and a college student who said she was addicted to social media, are calling on Congress to take action to protect kids online. Today, the Senate Judiciary Committee listened to their testimony as it considers the first legislation to regulate social media platforms in decades. Dina Demetrius has the latest from L.A.
Kristen Bride took on social media companies after her 16-year-old son Carson took his own life in June of 2020. The Oregon mother said she had no idea her son had been relentlessly cyberbullied by anonymous tormentors.
After his death, we discovered that Carson had received nearly 100 negative, harassing, sexually explicit, and humiliating messages.
Bride was unsuccessful in her lawsuit against at least 2 social media companies. She's urging Congress to take action.
We need lawmakers to step up, put politics aside, and finally protect all children online.
Kids face a variety of online dangers, including anxiety, depression, eating disorders, financial and sexual exploitation.
The predators are winning, our children are not safe, and those who are fiercely committed to protecting them are drowning.
College student Emma Lebke told senators she became addicted to online apps in the 6th grade.
As my screen time increased, my mental and physical health suffered.
Lemke implored lawmakers to include young people in the conversation as it considers bipartisan legislation to keep kids safe online.
Unregulated social media is a weapon of mass destruction that continues to jeopardize the safety, privacy, and well-being of all American youth. It's time to act.
There hasn't been any meaningful federal legislation to regulate the internet for 25 years, before most of the platforms kids use today even existed.
Like we do in the real world, we need to protect our kids in the virtual world.
So far, only 5 states, California, Utah, Colorado, Virginia, and Connecticut, have passed internet privacy laws. Dina Demetrius, CBS News.
The former commander of the New Jersey State Police's Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force told senators that law enforcement doesn't have the resources it needs to investigate hundreds of thousands of new cases every single year. Still ahead tonight at 5, Valentine's Day is the busiest day of the year for many local restaurants, and one chef is showcasing his talents with a special menu.
And I'm Chief Meteorologist Bill Grahl, tracking 2 storms for you. The first one bringing that rain you see outside right now. This one will bring a chance for some snow to parts of the area. I'll detail it for you with my 8-day forecast up next.
I'm voting for Judge Janet Protasewicz for Supreme Court.
She believes in our freedom to make our own decisions when it comes to abortion.
Extremists want to ban abortion,
even in cases of rape and the health of the mother.
Judge Janet Protasewicz is the change Wisconsin needs.
If anybody asks me, like, why should I come work for Phillips, it's just more like a family. If you want to be a part of a family and a growing team, it's a place to be.
Phillips is hiring administrative assistant and sales consultants. Love what you do. Go to phillipsoutdoorservices.com for more information and to apply.
Have you been looking for a checking account that fits your lifestyle? With a checking account from Ultra, enjoy better rates, contactless debit cards, and online and mobile banking that makes your account as on the go as you are. No minimum balance, no monthly fees, no surprises. Banking that's simple, convenient, and there for you. But don't just take our word for it. Here's what our members say. Take the next step and open your checking account online today. Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life.
You've wanted to replace your old siding. You've been thinking about it forever. Maybe you've even painted it, yet it's still not where you want it to be. Well, we've got great news. It's affordable. Right now, we're front-loading work for spring installs, and we're passing the savings on to you. Call now to receive your free estimate, and we'll take 20% off your new siding project. Plus, we'll donate $50 a square to the Boys and Girls Club of Greater La Crosse. River Valley Remodelers. Improve your home, build our community.
Did you know pellet stoves are easier to operate than ordinary wood stoves or fireplaces? Our Harmon pellet stove produces very little air pollution. In fact, pellet stoves are the cleanest solid fuel residential heating appliance. At Warming Trends, our Harmon pellet stoves come in a variety of styles and sizes to fit your needs. Keep your home a nice, warm, consistent heat while reducing your heating costs. For a limited time, receive a PureSign inverter with your pellet stove purchase. This inverter will keep your stove and other computer electronics running even when the power goes out. Come into Warming Trends.
What makes Phillips unique to me is that I never come into work feeling like a number. Ben, Brianna, Tyler, everybody in the office, they really just make coming in every day enjoyable, and I think that's really important.
A former prosecutor, now circuit court judge, Janet Protasewicz. On the Supreme Court, she'll be a common sense judge. She believes in abortion rights, fairness for all, and protecting public safety. Janet Protasewicz for Supreme Court.
Valentine's Day is one of the busiest restaurant service days of the year, and our own Anna Fisher spoke to a local chef who's getting ready for a fully booked romantic evening. Good evening, Anna.
Good evening, Ken. La Crosse is full of wonderful fine dining options, but for this Valentine's Day, one restaurant is bringing the fine dining to them. Jacob McLeese is the head chef of Fork and Fable. He has prepared a romantic 4-course dinner exclusively for tonight.
We enjoy just bringing different food to the area, showcasing some things that we don't normally have on our menu.
McLeese has been in the restaurant business for over 25 years. As he closes in on his 2nd year at Fork and Fable, he hopes his passion translates into the food he makes.
My favorite thing to make is happy customers. I like people to leave here happy. Love is in the air, and love is in the food.
This Southside restaurant opened last September, and according to McLeese, word of mouth and social media presence have helped Fork and Fable make a name for themselves.
If there's any other questions?
The restaurant says they've had Valentine's Day booked out for over a week now and can't wait for tonight's service. Ken?
I bet they're excited. Thanks a lot, Anna. Fork and Fable also offers food and drink pairings. For more information, just visit our website at news8000.com. All right, Bill, I've only been married a couple of years. We still do a little bit of gifts here and there between the wife and I, but obviously might be a little bit different in your household.
What are you saying, Ken?
I'm just asking. I'm kind of curious how Bill Grahl handles Valentine's Day.
That to me is like, you're kind of an older guy and you've been married for 20 plus years. So how's the romance in your house there, Mr. Grahl? So
flowers, chocolates, anything, or is it just another Tuesday?
I will say we kind of do our Valentine's Day every day. We don't need to follow the Hallmark calendar. So nice. Thank you very much. All right. Tracking some storms for you. Lots of rain for this Valentine's Day. Let's take a look at the numbers. 45 the high today, 37 the low, so well above those averages once again. 32 and 14 are the averages for today. 56 and 17 below the records, and so far 0.07 inches of rainfall, but we are adding to that as we speak with some rain falling in downtown La Crosse. 43 degrees out at the airport, feels like 38, 45 downtown at the station. By the way, winds sustained at about 10 miles per hour, but they've been gusting over 20 miles per hour. In fact, Eau Claire, you're seeing a wind gust of 26, making that 40 feel like 30. And as you can see, streets are wet. Good job keeping your headlights on, folks. That's what you should do whenever it is foggy, raining, or snowing. Anytime the visibility is impacted, especially precipitation's falling, even during the day, turn those headlights on so that we can see you coming. All right, temperatures in the 40s and 50s. It's no wonder we're seeing rain rather than snow. There's just not a lot of cold air to work with. It's well to the west here. Over eastern parts, or I should say western parts of the Dakotas into the Front Range of Montana. Current temperatures locally, coldest readings up towards Red Wing and Eau Claire, but still 39 degrees, so well above freezing. A lot of us are in the lower to middle 40s yet. There's those winds out of the southeast, 5 to 15, gusting 20 to 30 miles per hour, and these winds will continue tonight and tomorrow. So radar showing bands of showers, and where you see these yellows, maybe some brief heavy rainfall as these showers continue to lift pretty much south to north as an area of low pressure continues to spin down near Omaha, Nebraska here. And look at the size of this storm system with the cold front extending all the way down to Louisiana. So this is the first storm that's bringing mainly rain to the area tonight. And then this one near the Four Corners again. This one is tracking towards us for Thursday, and the best snow chances with that continue to be to the south and east. You'll see that on Sky Tracker. So Rain Tracker, first of all, showing rainfall totals maybe a quarter inch to a half an inch plus by the time all kind of winds down tomorrow morning. And Sky Tracker showing those periods of rain tonight, lots of wind. Now, there could be some snow showers mixing in late tonight, early tomorrow, especially in our northern counties. Little, if any, snow accumulation from that. Otherwise, clouds and wind throughout the day. And then heading into Thursday, that's when that snow chance starts to approach from the south and west. And you can see the snow kind of makes it into southeastern parts of the viewing area. Very similar track to that system we saw last week. So the heaviest snow again expected over eastern Iowa into far southern Wisconsin. In fact, Snow Tracker shows the best snow chances, maybe clipping parts of Crawford, Richland, Juneau, and Adams counties, but better chances again down towards Madison with lighter snow near and south and east of La Crosse. But continue to stay tuned for updates, and we will track this storm closely over the next, say, 24 to 36 hours. So for tonight, have that umbrella handy. Periods of rain, maybe mixed with snow showers late tonight, especially to the north and west. 37 for the low. Look at the high tomorrow. That means gradually falling temperatures. 37 to start with that light precipitation early, otherwise windy with steady or falling temperatures. There's that chance of snow on Thursday, especially south and east. Otherwise breezy and colder. 20s for highs on Thursday and Friday. Back in the 40s though for the weekend, but then it gets cold again heading into next week with highs in the upper 20s to lower 30s. Maybe some light snow showers or flurries on Monday and Tuesday. So pretty active week of weather, but again, mainly rain with this storm system for today and tonight.
All right. Thanks a lot, Bill.
Okay.
Still to come tonight at 5, the cutest Valentine's celebration of them all. We'll meet the Milwaukee County Zoo animals after the break.
20th Annual Early Bird Home Show. Lowest prices of the year on 2023 projects. Only at the Board Store Home Improvements. 524 Copeland Avenue, La Crosse. Get started today.
Founded on hard work, dedication, respect, and integrity, we at Maxwell White understand the importance of home comfort. Maxwell White strives to provide our customers with a positive experience every time. Maxwell White, plumbing done right.
Stella Jones Corporation in Bangor has immediate openings and wants you to apply. They say this job takes grit, attention to detail, and ability to work as a team. Stella Jones Corporation is where safety matters and wages sustain a comfortable living. If you have what it takes and can stand behind our railroads, then we want you to apply today. $2,500 hiring bonus.
Oh, that's full service. Pull in there, Michelle. Oh, yeah, okay.
Fill her up?
With the good stuff.
You got it.
Oh, and can you check the oil too, please?
Sure. That car has no oil.
At Sleepy Hollow, we are your full-service dealership.
And these thy gifts, which we are about to prepare from thy bounty.
The Cane Street Community Garden is a fantastic place for the community to come and gather to help give back to anybody in the community. You're with friends all the time. While you're with friends, you're also giving back to other people in need. And it's fun.
Sick of running out of hot water? The professionals at Maxwell White are here to handle all of your water heater needs. Our licensed technicians can install, repair, or replace any type of water heater with same-day or next-day service. Call Maxwell White. Plumbing done right.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
You know, Valentine's Day isn't just for us humans. Animals at Milwaukee County Zoo are enjoying some heart-shaped treats this Valentine's Day. These adorable otters are enjoying some icy treats out there. They've also got 2 turtles named Carol and Sue. They're getting their greens in with some healthy snacks arranged in a heart. We at News 8 Now, of course, wish these cute animals a perfect Valentine's Day. We will have a look at what's coming up at 6 when we come back, and Bill will be back to check your forecast.
Welcome to Westville. Welcome to huge selection and savings. We are celebrating President's Day all month long. Take up to 5 years to pay interest-free. Need new appliances? Take 2 years to pay. Countertops? Take 3 years to pay. An adjustable base bed? Take 5 years to pay. Wesco One Sparta, where white glove delivery and setup are always free. Tell them Peyton sent you.
Hi, I'm Rick Teska, CEO of Strive Medicare and author of this book, The Medicare Breakdown, the Alphabet Soup of Medicare. We talk to people every day who are overwhelmed and confused by Medicare. So I've taken 40 years of experience and questions and laid it all out in simple to easy to understand terms in the Medicare Breakdown that you can get for free at going to strivemedicare.com/book or call us at 608-784-8969 or stop by our office and get your copy today.
Where will your new Chevy take you this year? Anywhere. Find new experiences. Find new roads. Get 2.99% financing for 5 years on all 2022 Silverado 1500 pickups, or get $12.50 cash allowance on this Silverado with a 2.7-liter engine. Plus, current Chevy owners get an additional $32.50 total cash allowance.
Stop losing money through your old windows.
At Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, we don't only have the style of window you want, we have the type of window you need.
Look at the difference between our windows and our competitors. Our triple pane windows with foam help reduce energy costs, outside noise, and improves condensation resistance. Keep your hard-earned money. Call Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions today. Call now and receive 36% off installation and 36 months interest-free financing.
PB&J?
PB before we go.
P before we go.
P before we go.
See you tomorrow?
Yeah.
Windy and rainy tonight, lows around 37 degrees, and highs tomorrow around 37 with gradually falling temps through the day.
Bill, and thank you all for joining us tonight at 5. We'll see you at 6.